Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Becky Raney here. And today I'm going to talk to you about warming up your market. And over the years, over time, your life, you've contacted people, you've talked to people. I often think that we go through different chapters in our life, different seasons of friends, different seasons of events that we do, like high school. And then you go to college, you have different groups of friends. And then maybe you have a different church, or you move, or you have different groups of people that you have communicated with and connected with over time. And like in a job, and then maybe you switch jobs, and then you find a whole nother set of friends and so forth. And so what I want you to do today is we're going to do warming up your market. And so maybe it's been a really long time since you talked to some of these people. And first off, we've talked about your 100 names list. And really when you think about really powerful network marketers or people who have actually gone through and have a list of thousands of people. We're talking, you've got social media, you've got your phone contacts, you've got your email contacts, your church contacts, your women's group contacts or men's group, you've got your children's friends, parents, you've got all these people in your past and in your current time that you know. And that list should be filled up with everybody you can think of, and you're constantly thinking of people. And so you're going to just establish a conversation with them. You're just going to start warming up as many people as you can during between this next 2 weeks. Realistically, it depends on when you watch this video, but we're going to start doing a 90-day run, right? And so this 90-day run, you want to warm up as many people as you can. And the trick is you're not going to have a business conversation. If they ask you, well, what have you been up to? You're not going to just jump right in and talk. You can say something like, well, I've been really busy doing this amazing thing, and we can talk about that later. And, but don't be so coy that they're like really mad at you, but you want to just always return the attention to them. Like, how are your kids? And what's really great about like social media is you can text one day, and then maybe the next day they text back, and then maybe the next day. So you can carry on a conversation over a long period of time. And so the first part of this assignment, there's going to be 3 parts and then a bonus. So the first part of this assignment is you're going to start creating that list, or if you haven't already, really establish a list. Now, a lot of people ask me, Becky, how do you keep track of all your people? This is a difficult thing because everybody works in different ways. So Facebook has a really good messenger thing where you can keep track of people, right? Your phone has a message thing, but how do you keep track of your contacts? And I've been playing with several different programs. Like I've been working with a spreadsheet on my computer. And that's really nice because you can sort it, you can add checks, you can do different things. And maybe that might be the most economical way because it's free to have a spreadsheet. If you have Gmail, a lot of people have the Google Docs spreadsheet program where you can actually keep track of the people, maybe their name, maybe the city that they live in, or what city they're closest to with the main cities in each state of India or United States or wherever. You want their phone number, their email address, their address, if you can capture that. You're going to want to have, when you contacted them. So I'd like to keep track of the date, how I contacted them, if it was Facebook or my phone or my past business. And then you're going to want to have a chart at the top. Did you send them a sample? Did they talk about a wellness concern? Some generic notes that you can keep track of all those things, like they have 3 kids and they're married and divorced or whatever. And so you want to keep track of all those things and just kind of have it as a columns across. Some people just keep track of things in their black book, like they have a little notebook where you can keep track of things. And if that system works for you, great. This system does not work for me because I can't read my handwriting half the time. But you want to be able to really be able to have something that you can keep with you. You can keep updating and keeping track what people are dealing with. And I like to keep track of the dates that I've contacted people. So, for example, like in my WhatsApp, if I caught somebody, they're wanting to have a conversation, I will actually put their name, the date I contacted, how I found them, and what city they live in, just so that way I can actually invite them if we're going to have a location, an event there, or something to that very easily. I also like to keep track of their emails. Now, there's a program, I've tried it and I haven't actually, there's a subscription to it. It has a monthly subscription called TeamZ, TEAMSY. And I'll find it real quick here and I'll chat it with you guys in the text below. But TeamZ is a program that you can plug in your Instagram, your social media. It can take track of emails. You can text people. So it's really very versatile of different ways of communicating to people. And I would recommend finding a platform like that that will help you reach out to 5 people every day or 10 people or however you end up doing that, right? And it keeps track of all the different communications and all the different ways for that one person. So if you Facebook message them or text them or call them or whatever, it's all connected there. And then you just have one place to keep track of everything. So something like that is going to be really important. And follow up is the key. So here's the game. So assignment number one is you're going to contact as many people as you can. Like if you can contact 1,000 people in the next 2 weeks, texting them, leaving a voicemail, um, emailing them, lots of different ways, and having assignment number two actually is being able to continue that conversation. Like, how long can you keep that conversation going? So that's just one chat back and forth every day. Great. And you never really want to talk about your business and what you're doing. You just want to always revert it back to them and make them feel good. If you have like a thing you would like to congratulate them for, or if you would like to just tell them how much you appreciate them and how much they made a difference or impact in your life, those kinds of things too are really valuable to have. Um, so basically, then we want to change my page on my notes here. So you're going to have as many conversations you have. If you get 1,000 conversations, great. Don't stop there. Keep going. You don't want to group chat people. You want to have a direct message or a direct phone message. And the other goal is if you have a downline, teach your downline the same thing. So that way you're having multiple approaches with your massive impact, meaning you invite one person, that one person invites one person, or you invite 10 people and that person invites 10 people of each of their 10 people, then you have 100 people all of a sudden. So you really want to work towards the reason why we're having this 1,000 people is having your downline do the same thing, then you're reaching 2,000 people or 5,000 people, depending on how you're making this reach happen. Okay. So that's really important. Okay. So texting is best, better than Facebook Messenger or better than Instagram message. If you can do the texting on the phone, that is the best way to do that. And the goal here is when we start doing the 90-day run, then you'll have all these warm prospects ready to go. So you don't want to talk about the business during this time. You want to actually wait until, you've kind of got that warm conversation going. You could say something like this. Hey, I've been really thinking about you lately, and I really wanted to talk to you. I have this project that I've been doing, and I would love to share with you. I just really think that you would be a great fit for this, and I've been wanting to share it with you, but if I am completely off base, then that's fine. Just say no, whatever. I get it. That's no problem. So give them an out, and then say, but I was wondering if you're interested in hearing more about this. And then that gives you an open opportunity maybe to invite them to a Zoom class or to an in-person class or share them a video or something like that. Okay. Now, you really, really want to do this to scale. Like just 100 people is not enough. You really want to ramp this up. Seriously, go. If you don't think you have 100 people or 1,000 people in your life, I will guarantee you do. Like you're just not being aware. Now, a really good leader is someone who's always aware of your surroundings and what's happening around you. So start to open up those doors and those windows and be able to look at all the opportunities in front of you. Start having conversations with you. If you're riding a bus to work or you're at work in the lunchroom or, whatever is going on, start driving up conversations. And basically, another way is you can get onto Facebook and join Facebook groups. Maybe you have a particular interest in your life, like maybe you love we have cats, right? So I joined a couple cat groups and people talking about cats. I also love to garden. So I joined some gardening groups and I'm loving that. Just having a great time sharing about flowers and different vegetables and how they like to plant them. And I start up conversations with people and I get known. Like I find make new friends and get to be really good communicative with them. Okay. And so join as many groups as you can. Keep track of those groups. Rotate through those groups every day. And you can actually go into a group and read some of those conversations that are going on and respond to them and say, oh, Martha, that was a great comment about those cats. Aren't they funny? My cats do the same thing, whatever those conversations are, right? And it could be sports, it could be things your kids are interested in, just whatever is there, just find those groups and then you will under another extra point on this is that if you join groups of what your true interest is, so like maybe you're a yoga person or you like to meditate or maybe you do massage and that there's doTERRA products that wrap around that, I would join those groups so that that way you can start striking up conversations. Now, you never want to say, "Hey, you got to buy a lavender oil for me" or something, right? You don't want to go about it that way. You want to first warm up the market, and that's all we're doing right now. Don't talk about product. It will be tempting. They may even want to ask you, "Well, what is it that you do?" Say, "Oh, I'm healing the world," or something, and come up with a nice, fun, intriguing thing. And that way, that will help people really spark their interest about you and really have a lot of respect about you. Okay, now assignment number 3 is keep the conversation going as long as we can. So let me just go back and make sure I got this. Get your list together, number 1. Number 2, get to 1,000 people. Number 3, keep the conversation going. And, again, if you can go back and forth and keep that going as long as you can, great. And then number 4 is the bonus assignment. And this is where you can tell people that you're really grateful about them in your life and really warm them up. Maybe even if you're don't have a grateful thing, but maybe you have a respect thing. Like, I really respect that you have 5 children, or I really respect that you went to college and did this, and just make people really feel like they're appreciated and that they're heard. And that's the biggest thing. People want to be heard. And so if you can repeat back what they're sharing with you and what's going on, they know that they've been gotten, that they're heard, and that they're respected. Um, so basically, another bonus point would be is mailing them a quick little card and saying, how are you? It's been a long time. And people don't get cards anymore. It's all done online, right? And so that's just another great way to stand out. I have these wonderful little postcards, and one of my employees designed these. And I just think they're just wonderful. This is I'm so glad you're in my life. You are awesome. And it just gives me a quick little chance to write a quick, short little note and just let people know that you're thinking about them. So, anyway, so this is all part of the 90-day run. And actually, even if you're watching this video and it's something about you're not doing the 90-day run, but you're just looking to find more prospects, I totally get that. And so, chat me below maybe what programs you've used to be able to keep track of your contacts, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, and then we could share with everybody different techniques and tricks to be able to help them onboard people more easily. And I'm looking forward to the 90-day run, you guys. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. So, Becky Raney, all in on oils. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon, okay?